The moment she said it, I stopped hearing the rest. The way her voice barely cracked like she was doing me a kindness was the part that undid me. Yes, yes, I had an affair and both kids. They're not yours. She said it as if she were admitting to forgetting an anniversary, not detonating my entire life. I didn't scream, didn't ask why. I opened the door, told her to leave, and she did just like that. Novaks? No epalegi. I filed for divorce that afternoon. 30 years gone. 2 days later, the phone rang. Unknown number. Mr. Keene, we need you to come down to the station. You don't love someone for 30 years because they're perfect. You love them because you choose to. Every day, when I met Angela, I had nothing but calloused hands and night shifts. She had softness, a college degree, laughs that embarrassed me in public. I thought loving her was like stealing light from another world. She wanted children. I want to give her everything. So I took on overtime. I missed birthdays. I worked on weekends and memorized the sound of my kids sleeping through the front door because I was always coming home too late. But they hugged me every morning, called me dad like it was the most natural word in the world. I didn't know I was loving someone else's legacy. I thought I was building my own. It started in small ways. Her eyes stopped meeting mine when I spoke. She laughed more at her phone than at me. I'd sit at dinner and realize she was somewhere else. Not angry, just absent. Then came the girls' weekends, the cold sheets beside me, the way she smiled like a stranger. I found a man's watch in her car once. She said it belonged to her brother. She doesn't have a brother, but I let it go. Because when you love someone that long, suspicion feels like betrayal, too. Maybe I didn't want to know. Maybe part of me already did. She confessed on a Tuesday. Sunny, ordinary, cruel. She didn't cry. She didn't even ask if I was okay. She just said it like she was finally unburdening herself. The affair lasted 2 years. He died long ago, but I was scared to tell you. The kids, they love you. You're their father, really. She tried to turn it into something noble, something I should be grateful for. I nodded, walked into the hallway, held the doorknob a second longer than I needed to, then opened it, told her to leave. She did without a fight, as if she'd rehearsed this. At the station, they showed me a photograph, a man I didn't recognize. Do you know him? I said no. They said his name was Vincent Heller, former accountant, died in a car crash 15 years ago. They said Angela had been using his identity for offshore accounts, forging documents, wire fraud, embezzling funds from our shared investments. She had drained over $200,000 over the last decade, hidden in shell companies, fake names, some of it money set aside for the kids' college, some my pension. They asked if I'd noticed anything. I had, but I always thought love was a reason to look away. I didn't take her back, didn't scream in the courtroom. I signed the divorce papers with a calm hand and watched her try to smile at me like a ghost begging to be remembered fondly. She lost everything. The kids chose me. Even when they found out the truth, they chose me. Because they remembered who made their lunches, who stood in the rain at every football game, who sat through dance recital and taught them how to tie a tie. She begged the judge for leniency, said she was sorry, said she was confused, but the court saw through it. She left with nothing but a suitcase and a last name she no longer deserved. The last time I saw her, she was standing outside the courtroom. Alone, she looked smaller than I remembered. Lighter, like betrayal, had been the only thing holding her up. She asked if I hated her. I didn't answer. Hate is heavy. I've carried enough. Instead, I looked at her, really looked, and then walked away. They say fatherhood is biology, blood, DNA. They're wrong. Fatherhood is presence. It's the quiet sacrifices no one claps for. And love, real love, isn't something you steal. It's something you prove. My daughter got into university last month. She asked if I'd help her move in. My son's learning guitar, wants to write music now. Calls me when he gets stuck. They still call me dad. And I still answer. Not because I forgot what she did, but because I remember who I am. Some betrayals leave scars. Others carve out what never belonged.